Self-improvement is killing you, and it's time we put an end to that today. For the past 3 or so weeks on the channel, I've been really emphasizing on the mistakes that I have made and things that I needed to teach you guys, because the stuff that I've done in my past before I have the knowledge now that I wasn't very proud of. And I had to tell you guys so that you guys would avoid doing that in your lives. That's just the point of my channel. I make the mistakes, I burn myself so that you guys can make sure you have a better life. But obviously now it's come to the point where I've done the work and I've really self-reflected. I've really, become the person that I've always dreamed to be. However, it got me reflecting on how I was doing the self-improvement. Now, don't get it twisted. Me telling you about my mistakes and teaching you things that I've learned from my mistakes was always the best thing for me to do. However, I did notice that sometimes when I was thinking of my mistakes, my brain would really beat me up for the mistakes that I made. My brain would make me think and try to devalue me as a person, which was very strange because I'm a very confident person. I love everything about myself and I wouldn't change anything about my life. However, it was trying to really hammer down onto me like, oh, you're not good enough and you've done this wrong and that, X, Y, and Z. Coming out of that whole self-improvement stage, it was only by the grace of God and intense prayer that I was able to look at my mistakes as a reflective thing rather than a punishing myself and beating myself up thing. A lot of you here are on this channel trying to learn how to be better people. Maybe you made a mistake and you really want to know how to fix it. Maybe you don't like the way your body looks, so you're really trying to fix it. Maybe just a bunch of various different things. But I need to ask you, as you're doing this self-improvement, are you depreciating yourself as you're doing it? Because you have to understand that we are all works in progress. None of us are perfect, and if anyone else wants to act like they're perfect, they're delusional, and they're going to get a rude awakening very, very soon. But you have to understand that no matter how much self-improvement you do, you will always be a work in progress. And that's okay. That's okay. You have to understand that the mistakes that you make is the only way that you learn. And it's not the mistakes that define you, it's how you come back from the mistakes that define you. So yeah, I guess you'll meet people who make you feel worse than you already do about the situation, and it'll make you feel really bad, or you're a bit downgrading of yourself because you see other people living a better life than you and you're thinking that you're not good enough, whatever it is. You gotta erase all of that from your head. And I don't even want you thinking of self-improvement if that's the thoughts that's going on in your head, because self-improvement isn't meant to depreciate who you are right now. It's simply to improve on the good person that you are already. Because you have to understand, although you aspire to be somebody else, let's give you some damn credit, all right? Let's give you some credit. You are doing pretty good right now. For the fact that you're even watching this video, you are pretty good at that. You're a nice person. You're already doing pretty decent in life, and you're going about it day by day and you're showing up. So why would you think that self-improvement will finally make you feel that void of not feeling good enough? And that's why I advise all of you, before you get into self-improvement, you have to already feel good enough about who you are right now, because it will never end. If you keep going on this cycle of self-improving to depreciate your old self, and then you keep building on, what is going to happen is that you're going to constantly be on this cycle. You're going to constantly keep improving and keep depreciating yourself in your head, not seeing the good that you're already doing right now. And it could be very fatal. That's the psychology of it. Self-improvement is good, but some people find it addictive because they just have no self-confidence. And that's why it's important that you must have that self-confidence within you before you start self-improvement. And you can only do that through the Bible. Guys, prayer in self-improvement is the thing that you have to do the most. You have to pray as you're self-improving, because it's very easy for you to fall into that trap of, I'm not good enough, I'm not working hard enough, and this and that, and all that stuff. Bro, I was almost even thinking in that kind of frame, and I never think in that kind of frame. But I was like, hold on, excuse me, excuse me. What the hell am I actually even doing? And I started to reflect on my life and the things that I've done. Yeah, I've done a lot of good things with my life. And there's a lot of good that I've done for people in my life as well. I'm very proud of my life. Made mistakes I'm not proud of. But however, I'm happy because the mistakes that I've made has now made me a better person to give to other people back and help people, whether it's to love or teaching, whatever it is. I'm proud of who I am, and I'm not going to depreciate who I am just because I made some mistakes. You feel me? Your head's gonna try and make you feel like a really bad person. Don't listen to it. That's the devil. As you're going on this self-improvement journey, the thing you have to love the most is the journey. You have to love every part of it. Every single part of it. Even the parts that you don't like. You wanna know why you have to love the parts that you don't like? Because you have now used those parts to be a better person. You feel me? Don't let the noise get into your head. Don't let people make you feel like you're unredeemable. You can't let weapons formed against you prosper. You can't. And one of the biggest weapons is that dang brain of ours. That brain that tries to make us feel less than who we are. That brain that tries to make us feel like, we're the worst person ever. And it doesn't help when you have people that are around you acting like they are holier than thou and they've never made mistakes, or their lives are so perfect and they can now judge on you. Don't let anyone try and act holier than thou with you, because there are some people generally out here that feel really bad and insecure with themselves, to the point that when you make mistakes, they feel more confident knowing that they are in their head better than you for not making the mistake that you made. So they need to put you down. Of course they need to put you down, because they need to feel like they are better than you and whatever it is. That's how they get their confidence up. Really, they're just deluding themselves. Those two things can really make someone break down. But anytime you feel that way, come back to this video. Come back to this video so you need a reminder, or go back to God and pray, because you must be reminded that whoever's judging you is no better than you. Whoever's judging you is no better than you. And your head likes to say stupid lies. You feel me? Sometimes the insecurity and the worry and all kind of doubts creep in. You can't let it get to you. I spent the last 3 weeks reflecting, and it almost became to a point where I thought I was the worst person ever. No more. No more. You feel me? That's why I have to say to you, be careful when you're reflecting and self-improving, because then you start depreciating who you are. Give yourself some credit. You're being too hard on yourself. 3 weeks, big reflection, a lot of significant growth, a lot of knowledge I spread at this channel. Now those 3 weeks are done. Reflecting period and learn how to be better period is over. And now we are moving on to the next chapter of our life. And you know what that next chapter is, my good people? Having fun. Having fun. We've worked hard and we're going to keep working hard. But now we are going to have some fun, because we deserve it. I mean, after all that growth that we did, after all the growth I had for the 3 weeks, I think I deserve some fun. So yeah, I've already planned some stuff now, going out to parties, meeting up some friends, and you guys should do the same. With how hard that you work, enjoy yourself. All right, I'm taking a break now. I love you guys. God bless. And be okay with your self-improvement journey. Don't let it be your biggest insecurity. Self-improve, but love yourself above all things. You must love yourself and value yourself. That's the main thing.